Hello and welcome to this session. In this session, we'll be discussing about an important component of computing. This component is known as GUI or Graphical User Interface. Throughout this session, we will be discussing various aspects of GUI, such as its overview, importance, features, and usage of Python package tkinter to develop GUIs. As the name suggests, Graphical User Interface gives the user a way to interact with the system or the computer through graphics. Imagine using a set of commands to copy and paste your files or to create a new folder. This may be easy for an advanced user or let's say a programmer, but could be extremely inconvenient for a daily user with little or no technical knowledge. In this case, GUI simplifies the task and provides us with graphics to copy and paste the file or to create a new folder. Just make a few clicks and the job is done. Hence, a self-explanatory and easy to use GUI is important in order to make the computer software usable to the end user. The powerful language Python offers various options for developing GUIs. These options include tkinter, Kiwi, Python Qt, WXPython, JPython. In this session, we will be taking a look at some of the features of tkinter. We will also be using the concept of tkinter to develop the GUI for our project. Tkinter is an interface to the TK Toolkit, which is a free and open source cross-platform widget toolkit. Being cross-platform means that it can run on Linux, Mac OS as well as Windows. tkinter is the standard GUI library for Python. It provides us with a fast, object-oriented and an easy way to create GUI application. Common GUI elements accessible via tkinter are buttons, menus, entry field and display areas. Let us take a look at the general process of creating a GUI using tkinter. As tkinter is a package, in order to use its component, the first step is to import the package. Once imported successfully, we create the main window or frame for the GUI. On the main window, multiple widgets like buttons, radio buttons, messages can be added. Following this, we enter the main event loop. This loop basically checks for any other events happening like a key press or button press. Upon the trigger event like key press or button presses, our code perform dedicated action like displaying a message, closing the GUI and so on. Now that we have understood the general process to create a GUI, let us take a look at some of widgets that are offered by tkinter. There are many widgets such as button, canvas, check button, radio button, etc. Let us discuss some important ones. Button widget is a UI element that is used to trigger any action upon click. A button displays text with a background image or background color. One of the applications of this widget can be on the login or sign up windows of GUIs. Some of the configurable parameters for this widget are background color, font, width, height, etc. Another important widget is the message widget. This widget can be used to display text. Again, there are several configurable parameters for this widget. Now that you know some of the basics of GUI design, you might be curious that where can we use a GUI? There are various applications of GUIs. You can design a GUI to create your own calculator or calendar. You can create a management system for a school, college, or an enterprise. GUIs can be found in attendance system, elevator monitoring system, or even coffee vending machines. Now, let's move forward and create our first GUI. For this, we have jumped to our Jupyter Notebook. First, let us learn how to create the main window for our GUI. For this, we need to first import the tkinter module. Here we have written the statement from tkinter import asterisk, which means that we are importing all components from the tkinter package into our code. Let us create a tkinter object instance and call it R. Let us define the size of the window using this statement. We can define the background color of the window. Currently, we are defining the background to be blue in color. This window needs to have a title. We can define the name by writing r.title, and within brackets you can write new GUI window. You can select the suitable title. This title will be displayed at the topmost section on the window, which is also known as title bar. In order to execute the created GUI, we will enter the main loop using r.mainLoop statement. So, as you can see, we have a new window where the background color is blue and the title is new GUI window. Now, let us see how to add the button widget to the GUI. Here we have written a few statements to create a blank GUI just like we did in the last cell. The only difference is that here the window is slightly smaller, red in color instead of blue, and the title is Hexenbit. Now we are adding the button using this statement. Here R is the frame on which we are adding the button. The text which we want to display on the button is quit. The background when we click on the button will be blue and is called active background. The parameter command is set to r.destroy so that the GUI exits when we click the button. We are manually placing the button on the location 20,100, but there are other options as well, which we have commented for now. You may uncomment and try this when you download this notebook. Now let's enter the main loop and see how our GUI works. So as you can see, the GUI window with the red background has appeared. The window contains the button which has text as quit. Let's click this button and check out the result. As you can see, when we click this button, the background of the button turns blue and the GUI window quits. So this was a simple and interactive GUI. Here we are creating another GUI window with the text widget. We have written the text as Python programming. The statement w.pack organizes the text. By default, the organization will be at the top center, but we can also align it to bottom or left. You may try the commented statement and explore more about the organization of content using the pack statement. Now let's try the message box from the TK module. Here we have created a window and added a button to it, which has text start. Here, upon click, a user-defined function called new function will be called. As you can see, in the function definition of new underscore function, the message box module is used and the show info function is being called. This function will open a message box. First parameter success is the title of the message box, and the second parameter process started is the message contained by the message box. So let's execute this cell and check out the result. As you can see, the GUI works as expected. So in this session, we have shed some light on the concept of GUI and created some simple GUI application. That will be all for this session. We will be using these GUI concepts along with other Python concepts to create an interactive project.